So you want to become a UI/UX designer, but you look at all the information out there and where do you even start? It's overwhelming, right? Well, if that sounds like you have come to the perfect place. We are about to lay out a super clear step-by-step roadmap built from expert advice that's going to take you from feeling totally lost to feeling confident on your path to becoming a pro designer. We're going to cut through all that noise. The whole point here is simple: to give you that clear, actionable path you've been searching for to finally launch a successful career in design. So let me ask you, where are you at right now? Maybe you're at a career crossroads, a complete beginner who keeps hearing about this amazing field, or hey, maybe you're a graphic designer or even a developer looking to shake things up and add some seriously powerful new skills. If any of that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right spot. So what's the big deal about being a modern designer anyway? Well, for starters, unlike a lot of tech skills that seem to change every single year, the fundamentals of great design, they're timeless. You're learning a high-value skill that gives you the freedom to work from pretty much anywhere, is super creative, and yeah, it's incredibly in demand. And let's be totally clear about the goal here. This isn't about fighting for a few bucks an hour on some freelance website. Nope. This is about mastering a truly high-value skill set that lets you command top dollar for your time. The real question is, how do we get you there? All right, first things first, we have got to bust a huge myth. So many people think you have to be born a great artist to be a great designer. That is just not true. Design is a skill, and like any other skill, it can be learned. We all start from zero. And that learning journey begins right here, with the absolute bedrock of all good design. Now, these aren't just buzzwords. These are the rules, the principles that literally govern how we see and interact with everything on a screen. Just take typography, for example. It's so much more than just picking a cool font. The right choice can communicate luxury for a high-end brand or trust and reliability for a car dealership. Nailing this one thing can totally transform the entire look and feel of a website. Okay, so once you start to get the theory, you need the right tools to actually put it into practice. And when we're talking about modern design, one tool has become the undisputed champ of the industry. And yep, that tool is Figma. It's easy to use, it's based in the cloud, and it has become the absolute go-to for designers at all the top companies around the world. This is the piece of software you need to master. But mastering Figma doesn't mean you have to learn every single button and menu. Not at all. It really means focusing on the backbone. Things like auto layout, which helps you create responsive designs that look great on any device, and components, which let you create reusable things like buttons that will save you a massive amount of time. Now we're at what is honestly the most critical stage of this whole journey. You can watch tutorials all day long, but nothing, I mean nothing, proves your skill like a portfolio filled with real, tangible work. This is what gets you hired. Period. This stage requires a really important shift in your mindset. You have to go from being a passive learner, just watching videos, to being an active problem solver. It's the difference between knowing the rules of a game and actually getting on the field to play. And you do not need to wait for a client to start building. You can build projects just like these right now. Design a website for a local car dealership. Create an app for a travel agency. These kinds of projects show employers you can apply what you know to solve real-world business problems. And that's the payoff, right? It's a bold claim, for sure, but it's based on a simple truth. If you learn the fundamentals, master the tools, and build a strong portfolio that proves you can do the work, you become an incredibly valuable candidate. Okay, so you've built your portfolio, you're ready to get in the game, but what separates a good designer from a great one? Let's talk about the advanced concepts that really define a true professional. This is where you really level up your craft. You start thinking deeply about the user's entire journey, making sure your designs are accessible to everyone. That's what WCAG, the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, are all about, and even using psychology to influence behavior. And then, prototyping and animation bring your static designs to life so people can feel what it's like to use them. But you know, the most important thing at this level is a fundamental change in how you think. You're no longer just designing individual screens one by one. You're building scalable, consistent systems that can power entire products. And this is the key, a design system. Think of it like a master set of Legos for a project. You predefine all your colors,
fonts, buttons, all your little components. This not only makes your work incredibly fast, but it ensures everything stays consistent across a huge product. It's how huge companies like Google and Amazon do it.
So there you have it, the complete roadmap from zero to professional. The path is clear. It starts with fundamentals, moves to mastering the tools, building that killer portfolio, and finally, learning to think in systems. The only question left is, what problem will you solve with design?